it was one of the trade shows when GWT was actually first time out. We had our booth there, and Jenett actually had her own booth because that time she still was owning her own retailing business. She had her own boutique where she was selling handbags. So she actually came over to our GWT booth, and of course she fell in love with the product. Once she found out that there is also business attached to it, she thought, well, it can't be anything better than to actually include this beautiful GWT product to her existing business already. Little did she know that time that actually she's going to close her boutique, not sell handbags anymore, and put herself fully into GWT business. Now, like I said, fully, she has been with the GWT since late 2006. Her team is all around the globe in many, many, many countries. She has become ambassador with the company, great leader, and of course she knows much than anybody else about how to run successful home branding party. We actually have been together in many committees we have and developed lots of different programs and tools to make the home branding party fun event and very beneficial and successful to all the new members. So without any further ado, let me give the word to Jenett Beaver. Jenett, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Annalie. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
That's good. Well, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, everyone. I'm so excited to share with you the at-home branding parties. We're actually just driving back now from Montreal. For those of you who missed the Montreal boot camp, what a loss, because honestly it was such a great training today, and salute to all the trainers, and also Reza's training was amazing. So, you know, don't miss another boot camp again, because you're really going to learn a lot of things. So now I wanted to share the at-home branding party. It's so exciting because in April with our convention, we're going to be introducing all new and improved at-home branding party. So I don't want to spoil the fun and all the excitement and the surprises. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to share some ideas of how you get, starting to book your at-home branding party, and also where to get or find people to host a party for you, and just some tips and marketing ideas that you can use and, to build your list of all the hosts. Okay, Annalie, please change the slide. Okay, so home show is such a big part of a lot of companies. Like, for example, there are top 7 companies in home shows produce in excess of 30 billion per year. That's with a B. So imagine to capitalize on in this industry. And the good thing about that is that only 3 of those companies sell jewelry, and almost 3 billion per year. So wait until we release the Posh by Fairy, because guarantee it's going to put our company, in terms of home shows, to the top of all these companies that just mainly operate in home shows. Most of these companies that just do home shows, they don't even have the luxury of earning residual income or, build a team, right? Leverage that income potential. So for us, we have that part of GWT is actually a separate division. So it's GWT at home branding party division or home show division. So let's move on to the next slide. Okay, so I know Annalie just kind of gave me some, warning about the overlapping, so sorry about that. But She's using Apple computers, so I guess the technology is not that advanced. so, um, so different ways to do branding party, because home show is not just doing it at home, right? I mean, don't limit yourself when you do a home show party. So at-home branding party should be like fairy style and soon posh by fairy. It should be fun, easy, simple, profitable, and duplicative. So first, what you need is you need to come up with different themes. Like, it's very important for you to have different, when you do your branding party, it's good that you have a theme because you're going to include that your invitation, and that's kind of like the base of what you're going to be doing at your home show. So I'm giving here just some samples of what you can do. Shopaholic party. I love this because you can invite all your friends that you know love to shop. Girls' day or night out, depending on what time of day you're going to be doing your home show. Wine and cheese, that's a very common one. Style your life. I love this too because this is like if you wanted to more of like a fashion show, if you want to incorporate fashion show, I will use the style your life. Girls just want to have fun. This is like, again, if you just want to invite your girlfriends. Mother and daughter shopping street days. These are all for people, especially now we're going to be introducing Posh by Fairy. So there's going to be like maybe like early 20s or young adults that wanted to come with their mother. So that's a good theme, you know, if you want to invite mother and daughter. Branding party, obviously, that's kind of like the common theme. Glitz and glam, I like this one because you like glitz like a diamond and glam like the stars. So this is like you mainly focus on all the celebrities that's actually wearing fairies. I love grand opening for those of you who just started your business, or for people that been around but they haven't really done any home show. This is a great way to introduce your business to all your families and friends, and guarantee if you use the grand opening, they're not gonna cancel on you, or you know they wanted to support you. So you may want to use the grand opening if you're just new or you're just starting your home show business. Fashion Friday, I love Fashion Friday because this is like if you want to invite again people every Friday. If you want to do home show every Friday, then you can invite people and just say, you know, it's Fashion Friday. Next slide, please. Annalie, next slide, please.
I have it.
No, another one. There we go. Thank you. Okay, so continuation. Fabulous party. This is like if you wanted to, this fabulous party and mother and daughter pamper party, this you can use either one. If you wanted to, let's say you know somebody that owns a spa, or you know somebody that's doing Mary Kay or Arbor, and you wanted to get them into your business. What you can do is you can partner up with them, and then you can say, okay, I'm going to be showcasing my products. What you're going to do is you're going to offer a mini spa, right? So you can use that. That way, you know, I mean, who's going to turn that offer down? Because first of all, they could also sell some of their products, but now they see that they can incorporate the two business together, then they're going to end up joining your business, right? So because it's that easy to incorporate both of them, especially if they wanted to do this like more of like full-time business. Jack and Jill, this is amazing because I know Daisy, my good friend, when she does her home show, she actually invites the husband and wife or like the spouses. It's better to do it that way because then if, you know, the wife or the girlfriend, whatever, vice versa, they like something in the lookbook or from your display, then they don't have to say, oh, you know, I'm going to ask them first if they want in that, right? Like, I mean, it's really good too because if you can always ask them, oh, is there like birthday coming up or anniversary, right? Like you can ask, when is your anniversary? And if they say, oh, it's coming up soon, well, your wife or your husband like this, so then they'll purchase it right on the spot. Now, again, like because we're introducing Posh by Fairy, so you can have Posh by Fairy party, right? I mean, it's such an amazing name. Like I love this new line, Posh by Fairy. Like what's so enticing about that name? So that you can do that all the time. Okay, Annalie, thank you. Okay, so like I mentioned earlier, it's like doing home show is not just, you're not just limited to doing it at your house. Well, eventually what you wanted to do once you started your grand opening party, from that party, what you wanted to do is you wanted to get the next host for your party, but not being hosted or, you know, it's not going to be at your house. Because what you wanted to do is you wanted to make sure that it's not always you that's going to be hosting the party. The concept of home show is for you to get a lot of people to host a party for you, right? So where else can you do at home branding party? It's, like I said, it's not just in your house. Some ideas is that you can do it in schools. So this is now the mobile party. So this is like on the go. It's kind of like a trunk show, right? Like, I mean, you have this FFA kit and the, you know, the glamour pack. That's all you need, your glamour pack and your FFA kit. And you can go to school. You can go to different offices during their lunch break or coffee shops. Like, you can meet a lot of people at coffee shops. Like, I know Jonalyn, they do a lot of tour or showcasing the products from McDonald's or Tim Hortons. I know Renee in Taiwan. That's how he does his business. It's actually out of coffee shop. So you can do party from any coffee shop. Especially now, every coffee shop's got Wi-Fi. So even McDonald's got Wi-Fi. So why not do at-home branding party over there, right? I mean, it's free. So just display your FFA kit and, like I said, lookbook and glamour pack on the table. And when people come to your table, then you just kind of showcase them your products. And restaurants, you can book restaurants or, you know, you can do events in the restaurants. Churches, a lot of churches, this is great for fundraising. Like a lot of churches, they wanted to raise money, so you can ask them to host a party for you. And community centers, again, like for charities, you know, there's a lot of community centers that you can actually, they allow you to display a table and you can showcase your products. Okay, Annalie. Next slide, please. Okay, so another way for you to do home shows or at-home branding party is actually that's supposed to be online branding party. That's coming soon because we're going to be developing, I know I've introduced the online branding party before, and I've got so many LCs, so many people who are so interested in finding out more about the online branding party. And honestly, I am so very excited with online branding party because imagine now that you can get hosted or you can host a branding party across the world. Like, you're not limited to your local area. Imagine I live in Canada and I can have hostess to host a party for me from, let's say, Philippines or you know, China, USA. Imagine that. And because our company takes care of everything, they take care of inventories, the payments, the shipping. You don't even have to touch the product. You don't even have to ship it yourself. The company will ship it to them directly. So for me, this is the next big thing when it comes to home shows, when it comes to parties, online branding parties. And like I said, we're going to be like creating this system for you later on to introduce you to this online branding party. So this will be coming, you know, maybe later on this year, because I've already talked to Sanas about this and Nenad, so we're going to be working on this one. Okay, Annalie. Okay, so now what I wanted to do is I wanted to tell you how to generate the discount code. Because a lot of you now, you do home shows, and you've asked me many times, how can I give discounts, or how can I enter discounts, how can I create discounts? Can I combine free shipping or discount? Like, what should I do? So how you generate the discount code is through your back office. So what you need to do is you need to log into your back office, and under the product gallery tab, you will click on that, and then you will choose the GWT at home discount. And then there's like a blank, like a space there. It will ask you how many orders you wish to enter. So let's say you have 10 guests, and all your guests wanted to place an order. So you will put in there 10, and then how much discount you wanted to give. It's anywhere from 5% to 15%. Commonly, most LCs, we give out 10%. So you will put 10 orders with 10%. And then it will generate a code. There's only one code. So what's going to happen is that when you enter their orders online, what's going to happen is that when it's the checkout payment option, there's a gift certificate code. You will enter that code. It's the same code for all 10 orders, because what's going to happen is that they're going to be saving on the shipping. But it will have to ship to one address only. So ideally, it's if you're the LT and you're the hostess, you will have all the orders shipped to you, and then you will distribute it to all your guests. Or if you're the LT and you have somebody else host a party for you, you will have the host address to be the shipping address, because you want the product to be shipped to your hostess, because then she knows or he knows, you know, their guests, right? So they're the one that's going to be distributing the orders. So now you're entering each order, and you will enter the code individually. That way, it saves them the shipping cost. So let's say now the shipping cost to Canada is currently at $35. So that $35 is then divided to 10 orders. So each one will only pay $3.50 on their shipping. And on top of that, they also get 10% discount. So the discount will automatically be deducted from the total. So then you know, the company will just process their credit card, and then the order will again be shipped to one address. So if you want to use the free shipping, what you can do is that, well, you cannot use the discount code, because free shipping, what's going to happen is that on the discount code, you're going to type free ship. That's the code. And then they don't get charged the $35 shipping. And so like I said, you cannot combine both. It's either one or the other. Okay, Annalie. Next slide, please. Okay. So now what I wanted to do is I'm going to just give you some ideas of like what to do in the party. So for me and a lot of LCs, we find that playing games is really an amazing way to break the ice, especially when I go to different houses, right? Not necessarily I know the person hosting the party, and I don't know who their guests, you know, like I don't know, like that's the first time I'm going to be meeting them. So playing games is really an excellent way not to like break the ice, but also to have fun and you know, exciting parties. So I'm going to just share with you like the 3 main games that I play in all the parties that, you know, that I've done. And I mean, a lot of LCs also, like I said, play this game. So the first one is the slogan game. The reason why I love to play the slogan game, because as we doing our global branding campaign, we want to make sure that we get our brand out there. So a lot of these companies, as soon as you hear the slogan, you know right away what kind of company or product they're, you know, that is slogan is pertaining to. So for example, just do it. Everybody knows it's Nike, right? So it's really fun because now you're asking your guests to, the first person to yell out the answer will actually get a raffle ticket towards some amazing prizes. So there's a whole bunch of lists. You just go over those, and then as you read it out, then they're all going to be participating. Like I said, it's so fun that actually it becomes so competitive that a lot of them are really like, you know, fighting to get the right answer or to be the first one to say the right answer, right? But it's like competing in a good way. So there's samples, you know, if you need the copy of this, you know, I can email them to you. Okay, Annalie, next slide, please. Okay, fairy game. I love this game because now this is Q&A game, question and answer. A lot of new LCs, they don't know how to introduce our brand. They don't know what to say. And I find that a lot of older LCs, what they do is they tend to overboard. So they give a brief introduction of our company and our products, but they actually they give out too much information, right? So what happens is that it becomes like a presentation. And a lot of people, they don't like attending home shows because they think, oh, it's another of those company, or they're just going to pitch, you know, like show us the business and that kind of stuff. So this, the fairy game, you allow them to actually ask questions, because like this is fact that when you give out too much information, or when you give out information, it doesn't really retain longer in their brain. What happens is that it will only absorb the information that they wanted to hear. So this game, actually, you're allowing them to ask you questions about your business, about your product, about your company, and about your designer brand. So by allowing them to ask you questions, and when you tell them the answers, it's actually retain in their brain longer, so they'll remember it longer. So the way it works is that they'll ask you questions. Let's say, for example, can you tell me what's the name of your designer brand? Then you will say Fairy and Fairy Mosh. Now, every time they hear the word fairy, they have to yell it out fairy. And whoever yelled it out first will then get a ticket, or like the raffle ticket, right? So again, it's so much fun because they wanted to learn more about who you are, or, you know, like I said, your company, your brand. And it's just so much fun because the more you say the word fairy and Fairy Mosh, and soon to be Posh by Fairy, that brand will stick in their brain, and now every time they hear Fairy, they'll remember you. Or every time they want to order products, if there is, any occasions, they'll remember you, and they'll remember the brand Fairy Mosh and Posh by Fairy. Okay, Annalie, next slide, please. Okay, this one here is just like, this is just like a brief introduction, right? Like, because the way you start the game is you wanted to give a brief introduction about you and about the company. So this is just like a summary of what you may wanted to say when you introduce your company or your brand. Not too much information, but just enough for them to, to be to learn more about what you're offering. Okay, Annalie, next slide, please. Okay, so the last one is the auction game. Again, the purpose of this game is to ask for sales and for booking. A lot of LCs, the reason why they don't do home shows is because they don't want to be rejected. Or they'll say, oh, I'm not good in sales, or I'm not good in asking people. This eliminates that. This game will actually help you to not only ask for sales, but also ask for booking. So there's like a list here. So what happens is that what you're going to need is like a Monopoly play money or any play money, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to have one prize, like a nice prize for auction, because you want to make sure that they're going to be excited to win that auction. So maybe if you're doing it with other LCs, or you want to give a really nice prize, I would suggest to have one of the pieces from FFA kit, or like a really nice cheap Fairy product that you can offer for auction. So the way it works is that you distribute the play money. Let's say you get $100 for attending the party, $200 for being a friend, and then you can say $200 for placing an order today, additional $200 if you're going to pay by cash, credit card, or check, and then you can say $500 if you book the next home show, and another $500 if you wanted to learn more about how you can get paid wearing designer products, or $500 if you want to learn more about what I do. So that's the purpose of auction game. Again, I'm not going to elaborate this because it's going to be explained more, introduced more into the upcoming next branding party. So now what I wanted to do is I wanted to give you some marketing tips and ideas, because again, so once you do your grand opening party, what's next, right? Like, how can you continue on doing home shows? What if you just joined the business because you just wanted to sell products? What if you joined the business because this is what you just wanted to do, is doing the home shows? So where can you get, or if you wanted to have a piece of that billion-dollar industry, right, like the home shows. So here are some of the marketing tips, ideas. Where can you get people to host a party for you? So email templates. I'm sure over the years you've collected a lot of names, phone numbers, email address, right? If you've done a lot of trade shows or events, then you've collected a lot of names. So you can send them email templates. You can, let them know that, oh, special of the month is this. You get 10% off. If you host a party, you get, let's say, extra 20% off, or you get a free gift, right? Vendor open house. So it's great to do vendor open house. Like, the good thing about this is that if you know a lot of businesses, what you can do is you can tell them, how about if we all join together and rent a space, invite people, and we can all benefit from all the people that we know. Then you get the list of the people they know, and vice versa. So vendor open house is really great, excellent, especially if you're new in the area and you wanted to know your neighborhood or businesses in your area. So this is a great way for you to introduce your business and also to get some of their contacts, information. So vendor open house. I love the fortune cookies. This is just a way for you to, meet people, right? So what you're going to do is that if you're doing an event or trade show, it's great to give out fortune cookies. Who doesn't want to get fortune cookies, right? And then when they crack it open and they read out the little paper inside it, then you can have your contact information. You can say, how would you like to, make money wearing designer products, or show me how to make money, that kind of things, or receive 10% or 20% off fabulous designer products. So anything you wanted to put in. So there's a website there where you can order the fortune cookies if you want to do fortune cookies. To me, it's such a great marketing tool because especially when you do a lot of events, trade shows, why not give out fortune cookies? It's very inexpensive, and like I said, you get the message out there. Okay, Annalise, next slide, please. Okay, celebrity postcards. This is so great because if you go to our website under media, you'll see all the pictures of celebrities. You can even click on them, and it just kind of pops out it's like kind of like a postcard site. I'll show you the example later. And what you can do is you can have printers print those for you, and then on the back of it you can put your information, and then you can say, you're invited to at-home branding party. I see, introducing Fairy Mosh, or introducing Fairy Posh by Fairy, celebrities designer brands, or I've seen on celebrities. Then you have the celebrities pictures at the front. Fun invitations. It's always fun to hand out and give out invitations, right? Like make it fun and exciting because you want to make sure that people look at it and not just black and white, that they'll just throw it out as soon as, you give it to them. This is great for students. This is an idea for you to all the students. What you can do is you can actually go to corporate offices and you can say, I'm doing this for like my course to get an experience. I wanted to ask permission to have a product display table over there. Just say you're taking business, right? And you need it for marketing purposes. So what you can do is you can ask these big corporate offices to, because they usually have a big, like a lobby, to display your products, and then that way, especially banks, a lot of banks, there's high traffic. There's a lot of people that come in and out. So if you have your product table there, and then you can hand out your lookbook, and they get to see showcase your product. So that's really great for students. And scratch cards. I love the idea of scratch cards when you do the home shows or any events, because a lot of businesses now, or especially department stores, like this is so common in Canada for the Bay and Sears, or even, like Winners and stuff, where they give you the scratch cards and then you scratch it, how much discount they get, right? And you can even put it in there with certain amounts of like the purchase. Like let's say you get 10% off, with the purchase of $200 or more or something like that. But scratch cards is really fun because you can have, like I said, discounts or free gifts. This is the postcard I was talking about, so you can create this postcard. You see, it showcases our beautiful product, and then on the back is the information. Okay, next slide, please. Next slide. Okay, this is the invitation I was talking about. So if you want to do the same, just want to have fun, so just create a really fun invitation like this, and then you can send it out to people. Okay, Annalise. Next slide, please. Okay, this is another invitation that I've created, very fashion in a bag. So it's invitation, flyers, postcard, whatever you wanted to create. Next one, please. And again, this is my company. It's called Boutique to You. So this is what I've used for all my marketing materials. Next one, please. So this is just an idea of invitation, right? If you wanted to send out an email invitation, or if you wanted to create those postcards. So again, your theme, very important. And then you just you invited to an exclusive viewing of the hottest designer brand as seen on celebrities, and then the place, the date, the time. Again, next. So again, this is like different things. You'll notice in all my invitations, I always mention as seen on celebrities, because when I used to have my handbags is like a celebrity style handbag. So I sold tons of handbags because I showed them pictures of celebrities that had similar handbags to what I was selling, and I sold tons of them. So I always put in my invitation as seen on celebrities, because a lot of people, right, they wanted to copy celebrities. So this is a great way for you to, again, to introduce your product. So you see, as seen on celebrities. So just use those words, because honestly, it works like magic. Again, next. Oh, so that one there is the grand opening. This is what I'm talking about. If you wanted to introduce your business, you say, I'm so excited to invite you to the grand opening of my business, or grand opening, like for me, Boutique to You. That's the name of my business, featuring the hottest designer brand as seen on celebrities. So if you want to offer them grand opening special 10% off, you may want to include that to your invitation. So that way, they know that they're going to be getting a good deal. Next. So again, this is just example of some invitations that I've used and I've created. This shopaholic party, again, if you wanted to incorporate it with like a mini spa treatment, then you can use that one. Next. So I created this fairy for all under $300, because a lot of people, they wanted to know your prices, and some people, they have like specific budgets. So if you have this, then they know that, oh my gosh, there's like 300 products under $300, right? They know that we have so many products that are actually very affordable. Even though it's celebrities, designer brand, they can actually afford it. So, this is just another marketing tool that I've used. So when I do the fairy branding party, I do product demo. Product demo is so amazing because, I'm working at the shopping channel, and you'll notice that we've been selling tons and tons and like millions worth of jewelry. It's by doing a demo. And to me, when I started doing demo, it just really works well, because you're giving them an idea. You're giving them actually like picture in their heads what kind of outfit they can wear with it, or you can give them an idea that it's not just a formal outfit or at certain occasions. They can actually, fairy pieces are actually very versatile. They can use it any type of clothing. Honestly, we can even have a nice or like any bathing suit and have like really nice shield, right? I mean, who is not going to be impressed with that? Well, I have two men here that are cheering, honestly. Anyway, so again, like product demo is excellent because you're giving them this picture in their head, not just a product display where they just look at it and, you know, and if they don't like the color or if they don't like it, they're going to say, okay, it passed. But if you're actually doing a demo, then they can say, oh my gosh, I have an outfit like that. Oh, you know, I can wear it with this or with that. Upsell and cross-sell. Always, always do the upsell or cross-selling because it's huge. Again, I work at the shopping channel. An upsell alone is like 1 million every 3 months, right? That's the target, like over 1 million just for upselling. So don't be afraid to upsell. So if they're interested in pendant, just say, oh my gosh, I have a matching earring with that, or I have a matching bracelet or ring, right? So you want to make sure that you are, you know, offering them more products, right? Because more products, more sales for you. Prices, so you want to make sure that you know, because you're going to be playing games, that you have variety of prices. So suggestion, if you have about 10 guests, so ideally you wanted to have three to 5 prices. Games, so don't forget to play games because again, games is such an excellent icebreaker and getting the sales and booking the next branding party. So don't forget, don't be shy to ask for sale and ask for booking. So how do you generate leads? So like I said, if you wanted to get a lot of people to do home shows for you, or even just to join your business, to do home shows or you know, to build your team. Newspaper ads is such a great way. Do it like locally. Like if you live in a certain area, do it locally as opposed to, you know, like community newspaper is great because then it's the people in your community. Online ads, a lot of free online, you know, that you can place your ads. Like in Canada, I know, and in the U.S., there's Kijiji, there's Craigslist. It's free, so you can place your ads there. Flyers, so create a very nice, intriguing, you know, like very nice flyers. Drop cards, so don't forget, you know, those celebrities or those fun invitations. You can create drop cards out of those. Talking to people, just talk to a lot of people. I've listened to this webinar. She's a big, like she made millions from home shows. And so I was listening to her webinars, and, you know, she emphasized in there talking to people. That's the only way for you to get bookings every single day. It's talking to people. When she goes to the bank, she goes to, she doesn't go to, you know, bank machines. She goes to tellers. If you wanted to go, you know, to just live people, like talk to people. That's the only way you're going to get bookings. It's talking to people. Trade shows. If you want to meet tons of people in one day, trade shows is a great way to meet people. Events, like, you know, community events is also excellent. Ballot box. Oh, I've done this, and I love the ballot box. This is great for you to generate leads. So next slide, please, because the next slide, I think, is going to show you how to do the ballot box. Next slide, please, Annalie. Okay, so this one first. I'm going to explain the ballot box later. So newspaper ads, this is just like samples of the ad that I placed in the past where I get a lot of leads. So, you know, get free designer jewelry, as seen on celebrities just by hosting a branding party. Again, I always use the as seen on celebrities. Next, please. So online ads, you can use the same ads. You know, when you place the paper ad, again, you can post it on Kijiji or Craigslist, and social media such as Facebook, Twitter, like a lot of businesses now, they really capitalize on social media. So this is the flyers that we've created when we had that branding party in Mississauga. So you can create, you know, like flyers like this. Next one, please. Or, you know, you can even use our email template, right? Like just for him and for her. So you can print this, take it to your local printer, or, you know, you can send an email with our email template. Next one. So this is sample of drop cards. This is a play money. It's a US dollar. This is also what I've used in one of my, like in the auction game. Remember when I say you have to hand out the play money? This is so great because you see my message here. This is my drop card. And this is also the play money that I've used. So host our next Shopaholic party and take advantage of all the fun rewards and then my contact information, right? So what you do is that you hand out that money and guarantee it always happens to me. At the end of the game, when I collect the money back, every single one wanted to keep one for as a souvenir. So what you can do is that you can actually go to malls or anywhere with tons of people, fold it or crumple it like a real money and drop it. Guarantee. People will pick them up because they think it's $100 US. And then you have your information there. Amazing, amazing, genius drop cards that you can use, play money. Again, next slide, please. So this is the box. So you see, we're looking for 3 sassy and classy entrepreneurs who want to get paid to wear designer goods. We'll train. So this is the other side of the play money, right? So again, you can fold them, you can crumble them, you can drop it anywhere, and guarantee people will pick them up because when they look at it, they think it's $100 US. So ballot box. I was mentioning about ballot box. It's great lead generator. So what you're going to do is you're going to have your ballot box and your ballots, and you can talk to any spas, salons, bridal boutiques, restaurants, daycares, hospitals, waiting area, dry cleaning places, doctor's offices, anywhere that there's a lot of traffic. You wanted to leave the ballot box there and your ballots because you know, people will go there, they'll fill out a ballot, and then every 3 days or every week you go there, or every day, depending on like the traffic, you go there and you collect all the leads, right? And then you start calling them. So this, you're pretending it to host a party for you. So, you know, these are just ideas of where to leave your ballot box. So this is a sample of the ballots that I've used in the past. So I want to know how I can take advantage of the preferred pricing program. How can I become part of the world's largest branding campaign and receive free products? I wish to take advantage of the free $200 gift certificate. Please let me know. Please tell me how. So this is just a sample ballot of what I've used for that ballot box. Next slide, please. So I think is that the end of it?
Yes.
Okay, so so that's about it. Again, you may want it to start booking the parties now. Don't wait. Don't wait until we release all the products and the new line, which is Posh by Fairy. I know it's going to be such an amazing, amazing line, but what you wanted to do is you wanted to create that urgency. You wanted to create that curiosity. You want to make sure that people are going to be excited to host that party for you, because then, you know, you can tell them, we are going to be launching an amazing line. It's called Posh by Fairy. And right now, I'm booking for people who wanted to host a party for me, and show them the calendar, the open and the calendar, like put them in there, like, you know, like write it on, like, with a pencil with the name and the date and the time, because then when you talk to people, you can show them your calendar. Look, it's full of bookings, right? So then you can start booking them. And then you say, oh, you want that date? It's taken, but see what I can do. And then you can erase it and then write their name. Amazing. Like, I mean, start booking it now for people that just started this business. You wanted to start your grand opening party now because you wanted to practice. You wanted to do as many home shows as you can now before we introduce Posh by Fairy. Because guarantee, honestly, guarantee, believe me, because I'm telling the truth, that once you see the Posh by Fairy, you're going to be doing parties nonstop. The prices, they're amazing. It's from $7 to under $100. The designs, they're excellent. And then new lines of fairy. I mean, honestly, just create that excitement now, and the new lookbook coming up too. It's amazing. So do your home shows now. You start practicing so that you know, when those lines launch in April at the convention, you're already expert in doing home shows. So, and if you want to, you know, like just try it out, just try it now. So it's a learning curve, right? So that way you'll be expert as soon as we release all those products. So I've given you marketing tips. I've given you ideas how to get leads and how to get people booking parties for you. So start dialing, like I said, talk to people. That's the only way for you to get these people hosting for you. Talk to people, meet people, right? So you can ask anybody, anywhere. So that's about it. And I hope you guys have a great evening, great day, afternoon. So Pasia and Lee.
Well, wow, Jenett. Thank you so much for this amazing training. I hope that everybody took tons of notes. You had your paper and pen ready, and I truly hope that you took lots of notes, because there was lots of very good ideas how to make your branding parties exciting and fun events, so that people gonna wanna ask you, when is your next party? And hopefully they're gonna also ask you, wow, this was so great. I wanna know more about your business. I want to join the business. I want to do the business with you. So hopefully all these great tips will lead you to that. Now, before we're going to close tonight's webinar, I have few announcements. So first of all, I want to remind everyone with this beautiful, great incentives we have. When I joined, we didn't have any of these incentives. So this is absolutely out of the world incentives and promotions we have, and I hope everybody will take advantage of it. Of course, I want to remind about the lunch bands. Monumental Diamond Challenge is extended now to all GWT luxury consultants and retailers till April 3rd. So you can just refer your way to Diamond, and of course, same time, maximize your buying power as much, actually, as 67%, and you can increase your earning by as much as 1,000%. It's all free. All you have to do, refer certain number of people depending what package you joined, and you become Diamond member, and you increase your buying power and your earning power. So make sure it goes till April 3rd. So take advantage. All the information is on your website, in your back office. Actually, when you go on your website, as soon you log in, this flyer with this promotion comes on in all the pages, so you just can't miss it. So make sure you pass the information to all your downline, to all your members, that everybody will take advantage of this. Now, the next announcement, we're going to have a boot camp in Alberta, and it's going to be held on Saturday, April 6th, from 9 to 4. It's at the Pier 7 restaurant. And all the information with the address, time is on, of course, on in your website under the calendar. We have great trainers, diplomats, and ambassadors, from Lisa Vanderwag to Chris Smith to Anne-Marie Chantel and Boris Golka. So make sure everybody who is in Alberta, or close to that area there, that you will take advantage and attend the boot camp there. And of course, but not least, very important, I hope everybody has got the tickets to our convention. This is event, if you are in a business, you just simply cannot miss it. We're going to start on Thursday evening. It's April 11 with our fashion show. And trust me, this is the fashion show of the century. You just have to be there. The registration will start at 6 o'clock. We have an introduction tour for a short time, and then fashion show starts at 7:50 p.m. We will have actually a little break after that, and we're also going to have a business tour starting 8:50. Coffee and tea will be served, so make sure you will invite all your friends and people who would be interested to take a closer look on the wonderful products we have and, of course, the business we have. So the next day, Friday, April 12, is the convention training starts, and of course, we're going to have amazing training by our own CEO and President, Mr. Ramin Mesgarlo, doing his forensic networker. So make sure that if nothing else, then you attend this event for sure. It starts at 10 o'clock on Friday, and the day goes till 10 o'clock on the evening, and then there will be closed private meeting after that with Ramin Mesgarlo. And of course, Saturday, April 13, we have a new product launched and IT training. The new product launch, of course, you all have heard, we have a brand new line coming out called Posh. So can't wait to see all these new wonderful designs and products coming out. And of course, Nanat Kalma, our IT master, is going to be training us on our website and all the new IT developments we're going to have. So the day is going to start 9 o'clock, and the training will end 4:30. And then, of course, we're going to have our gala event. This is, again, event you just don't want to miss. There is going to be lots of fun. There is going to be music, dancing, great food, award ceremony. It's like an Oscars of GWT. And, of course, on the midnight, the huge cake will be rolled in, and one lucky person will go home with $10,000 worth of Fairy Mosh ring. So you just don't want to miss it. And then Sunday, April 14, we actually have planned this time something very exciting and new for all the people who are coming out of country or out of town. We're going to offer you a tour of Toronto, so sightseeing. So make sure you connect with Sarah at the office and let her know that you are interested to be part of the tour. It will start 1 o'clock, and then on the evening, the office, GW office and showroom, 7 o'clock will be open again. We're going to have a webinar, of course, doing highlights from the convention, and the closing party, which will go who knows till what time. So make sure, if you have not got your tickets yet, you just have to get it. And all your downline, all the new people, emphasize how important it is to be part of the convention and to attend the convention. This is your business. This is the place you want to be. This is the place where you're going to meet all the other people from different countries, different provinces, different cities. You learn from each other. You get to know each other. And, of course, the forensic training and everything else I already mentioned, you just can't miss it. So make sure you get your tickets. And the last but not least, I want to also remind everybody that on Tuesday night, of course, is our regular next 30-day training. It starts at 9:15. The link to the webinar is on your back office, so make sure you log in, and absolutely must. It's for all the new people who have just joined and brand new in a business. This is your ABC to learn about how to get going in this wonderful business with this wonderful company we are in. So that's all the announcements from me. I'm wishing you all beautiful evening or morning or afternoon, wherever you are. Have
Hi,
a wonderful
Annalie.
week.
Annalie, this is Sherry from California. We'd like to have some questions from the audience, and I'd like to bring them up. Do you mind?
No, I don't mind at all. I hope that Jenett is still online.
Jenna, are you still there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me, Sherry?
Wonderful. Yes, I can hear you. That's great. So we do have a few questions, and we do have a few people had hands up for quite quite some time. So I'd like to open this line for first person here before I read the question. So have Catherine saying she'd like to be unmuted and do a testimonial. So let me unmute Catherine if you have your mic ready, and we can you can do a testimonial right here about the home party. Catherine, are you there? You are unmuted. Hello, Catherine. Are you there? I guess Catherine's has some technical issues right here. So let me first read some other comments and some questions here, and then we can do some other lines. All right, hold on. So we have Sophie from Montreal. Say, great training, Jenett. Do you do the product demo before or after the games?
That's a great question, Sophie. What I do is that so when the guests arrived and you build that like and trust, you show them the refreshments, and then after, when all your guests probably about 30 minutes, let's say you're starting at 2 o'clock, so about 2:30, you ask them to sit down. We're gonna start the games. So what I do is I do brief introductions about who, like myself and the company and the brands, and then I do the 3 games, and then, well, actually I do the first 2 games, the slogan and then the fairy game, and then I do my product demo. So the way I do it is that I don't have a product display. What I do is I have the product display after I do the demo. So I put the tablecloth and then leave just the lookbook and the glamour pack, and then you introduce it. You don't have to do a demo for every single product, right? Like just few of them. Like if you have like a matching set, just kind of like showcase them because you want it to upsell. Or if you have like a shield, handbag, so you want to just mention few products, and then you do the display, and then after that, you'll tell them, okay, the 3rd game is the auction game, and then you hand out the order form and a pen, and then you tell them, okay, feel free to come and look at our products, touch them, try them on, and then you just get the orders. Okay, Sherry?
Sorry, I unmuted myself and then I'm talking. Thank you, Jenett. Actually, there's another question from Sophie here, and Sophie asked, what is your itinerary normally, and how long is the party normally like?
Okay, no more than, from start to finish, 2 to 3 hours max. Don't go longer than that, right? Because especially if this is all you wanted to do, let's say, for example, Saturdays, like weekend, you want to do more than 1 party a day. So 2 hours, 2.5 ideal, but maximum of 3 hours, no longer than 3 hours.
Sounds good. All right, thank you, Jenett. And next person, Irene, said, Jenett, quite an interesting and amazing presentation, very insightful, and was extremely informative. Can I get a replay and exactly where I can get my US dollar card, where I can, which I can customize for myself? Well, yes, it's recorded and no worries. Everything is gonna be on YouTube and we're gonna post on Facebook. So you will have you can replay. Yes. And Marie said, "Thank you, Jenett." And how can we have access to the templates?
Which template? Is it the dollar bill?
I guess so.
Okay, if it is the dollar bill, well, I can email it to you guys, or I can maybe put it on GWT Family Facebook page. Or I believe we might be incorporating it anyway at the convention. So, you know,
All right.
or you can get like $100 bill and just kind of like clean it up or something like that. But that's what we did with this one.
Great. And also the ballot.
The ballots, that will be, I can email that. I can also post that on GWT Family.
Yeah, this is from Anne-Marie Chantel. Okay. And Rich starts saying great info. And Terrace from California says great, excellent training as usual. We love you, girl. And Daisy saying excellent training, Jenett. Thank you. And Sophie said, I feel bad for anyone who may have missed this. And yes, Sophie, this is recorded. Arrow said, great training of Jenett from Arrow and team. So yeah, Arrow has his whole team together at his place and listen to your training here. And Erin said, please do that, Jenett. We will need it. Thanks for ease of access to the US dollar bill. And great tips. And Erin asked, how would you incorporate having Mary Kay ladies with a home branding party?
Okay, so the idea is for you not to be recruited into their business, but for you to incorporate their product or their services to your business. And eventually, because our business, like I said, there's no other like GWT. Not only we offer such an amazing, you know, residual income, 6 different ways how you can make money. We also have the at-home branding party, at-home party division. So what you wanted to do is you wanted to just let them know that you're doing a home show, and she can actually, you know, come and join you by offering mini spa while you're showcasing the jewelry. So what she will do is she will offer like maybe like you know, mini facial or pedicure, manicure, or whatever like she wanted to showcase in her product line. And then usually when we incorporate Mary Kay, for example, Mary Kay would like to do this really quick, you know, like hand treatment. And then that way, once, you know, they have a beautiful hand, then they can try it on rings, and you say, you see how beautiful that is? Or like mini facial, and then you can just kind of put on like pendants and earrings. So that kind of thing, just incorporate it. Just say you're doing it, and you need to partner up with the Mary Kay representative, and just say, you know, this is a way for you to also, she can invite her friends, and you can invite your friends. So, you know.
Erin said that excellent
eventually
idea.
we recruit them. Really great idea, because we've tried it. And actually we have Mary Kay lady in our business.
Oh, wow. That is great. So, yeah, and Erin said that these mini spa ideas, the guests expect to pay for this service?
No, that's why you're going to partner up with Mary Kay, because Mary Kay, they don't charge for this, right? Because they wanted to demo their product. So they're going to offer you those mini spa.
I agree with
If you go to, but if you know somebody who owns a spa, because I have an LC, she actually joined. She owns a spa. So what we did is we used her spa and we say, okay, we're going to do home show in your spa. What you're going to do, you're going to offer mini manicure, mini pedicure. So she's got 3 ladies there lined up, and we had 10 guests. So let's say regularly she charged $25 for manicure, then the guest will only pay like $10 or $15. And that way, you know, she not only getting her spa name out there, like the services, but also you get to use her, you know, her business and also her clientele to come and show up, and then you can showcase your product.
Well, I love these ideas. Thank you so much, Jenett. That's pretty much all the questions and comments we got so far. And I'm pretty sure there are people going to have more questions, but you can always connect with Jenett Beaver, and she's amazing master ambassador. And just send her an email or, you know, post a message on the Facebook. She's on Facebook too. So thank you so much, everyone, for participating in this great training, and I enjoyed. I got so many tips from you too. Thank you so much, Jenett.
You're welcome, Sherry. And wait until convention, like I said, and when we introduce the new and improved at-home branding party, and also coming soon the online branding party. It's going to be huge.
I can't wait to see everyone there. I will be flying back from California to this annual convention. This is something that I would never miss. I will see you there, Jenett.
I'll see you, Sherry. Good
See
night.
you. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, Annalie.
Good night, Sherry. Can't wait to see you again.
Same here, same here. Thank you.